Weakness never got anyone anywhere. Julia Quinn. Life is a journey full of trials, but your strength lies in how you respond to those trials. Every person has weaknesses, but the key is not to broadcast them to the world. It's not about hiding who you are. It's about protecting your vulnerable places where you build your resilience. Imagine your weaknesses as an unfinished bridge over turbulent waters. The construction isn't complete yet and the supports are fragile. Would you invite everyone to walk across it before it's ready? No. You'd protect it, work on it in silence, and strengthen it in time. The same goes for your weaknesses. Not everyone has the best intentions. While some people may use your weaknesses to offer support, others might see them as an opportunity to tear you down. You don't need to give them the blueprint to your insecurities. Instead, be wise with what you reveal and to whom. Your journey is sacred. There are parts of it that should be kept between you and your growth process. Not every struggle needs an audience. You owe it to yourself to preserve the areas that need nurturing so that you can bloom without being disturbed by external forces. When you expose your weaknesses prematurely, you give others power over your progress. They may not even mean to, but their judgments, opinions, or even pity can hinder you from becoming the strong person you're meant to be. Your weaknesses are for you to transform into strengths, not for others to manipulate. Sometimes the silence in your struggles is what builds your inner strength. By working quietly, without the noise of the outside world, you allow yourself to focus on solutions instead of distractions. You become more in tune with your own growth and more confident in the fact that you're making progress, even when no one else can see it. There's a saying, a lion doesn't have to tell everyone it's a lion. The same goes for you. You don't need to expose where you fall short because your strength will speak for itself in time. Let people see your victories, not your vulnerabilities. It's tempting to want validation from others, especially during difficult times. But validation from others can be fleeting. True validation comes from within. When you guard your weaknesses, you are taking control of your narrative and not allowing others to dictate how you should feel about yourself. Imagine your weaknesses as seeds. In the wrong hands, those seeds can be discarded or destroyed. But in the right environment, with care and patience, those seeds can grow into something powerful. Your weaknesses are potential strengths that need protection and time to flourish. Strength isn't about being perfect. It's about being wise. Wisdom comes from knowing what to reveal and what to keep to yourself. It's not about being secretive, but about being selective. You are responsible for your growth, and that requires discernment. Every champion has weak spots, but they don't go around advertising them. They spend time refining, sharpening, and strengthening those areas behind closed doors. When they step into the light, they let their victories do the talking. You are no different. Let your triumphs define you, not your vulnerabilities. People are naturally curious, and when they see cracks in someone's armor, they often zero in on those weak spots. Don't give them the satisfaction. Your journey is for you, and your weak moments are yours to learn, not theirs to exploit. It's not about pretending to be invincible. It's about being strategic. There is power in mystery. When people can't figure out your weaknesses, they have nothing to hold against you. You maintain control over how you are perceived and, more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Guard your heart and your mind. When you reveal too much of where you struggle, you risk inviting doubt and fear from others into your space. Instead of allowing that energy to interfere with your progress, focus on what you know to be true, that you are growing and evolving at your own pace. There is a profound strength in walking through life knowing that your weaknesses are protected. It allows you to operate from a place of confidence, not fear. You're not waiting for the world to criticize your every flaw because they don't know where to look. Some people may accuse you of being closed off or distant, but that's okay. It's not your job to share every part of your journey with the world. You are not obligated to give others insight into your personal battles. The only person who needs to understand your weaknesses is you. As you work on yourself, you'll notice that some of the areas where you were once weak become your greatest strengths. This transformation happens in silence, behind the scenes, where you are free to stumble, fall, and get back up without judgment. Don't be discouraged by your weak spots. Everyone has them. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they handle them. Do they allow others to exploit them? Or do they protect them while they work on becoming stronger? When you carry yourself with confidence, you project strength, even if you're working through challenges behind the scenes. The world doesn't need to see every step of your progress. They don't need to know about the nights spent doubting yourself or the countless moments of uncertainty. What matters is how you rise above those moments, not that they exist. The more you focus on your growth rather than broadcasting your struggles, the more you preserve your energy for what truly matters, becoming the person you're meant to be. Your weaknesses are part of your journey, but not everyone deserves to have access to them. There's wisdom in holding certain parts of yourself back, especially while you're still working through them. Sharing too soon can open the door for others to cast judgment, doubt, or even sabotage your progress. Not everyone will understand your journey or support your growth. That's why it's crucial to keep your weaknesses close to your chest, working on them in private until you're ready to showcase your strength. Let your transformation be a quiet, powerful process that unfolds in its own time. Growth is something that happens internally before it ever shows up externally. People don't need to see every struggle you face or every mistake you make along the way. They don't need to witness the process because the outcome will speak louder than the struggles. The world often appreciates success, but rarely has patience for the messy, challenging parts of personal development. By keeping your process private, you give yourself the space to grow without the weight of external opinions or pressure. When you reveal the result, it will be a testament to your perseverance, not your pain. Ultimately, the result is what defines the journey in the eyes of others. Let them marvel at how far you've come, not at how hard the road was. Your growth, your triumph, and your strength will be enough to speak for themselves. You don't owe anyone an explanation of your struggles. Your success will do the talking. The world admires the final product, but it's the work done in silence, the late nights, the inner battles, the self-reflection that makes all the difference. Let that be your motivation, to show them what you're capable of without needing to explain how you got there. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.